Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we have checked out the 1988 horror classic, Slime City.
The 80s grindhouse classic by the Doctor of Gore, Gregory Lamberson, is back and digitally remastered in all its repugnant glory. Take a trip to Slime City for the most gruesome and disgusting climax you will ever see.
There's that baloney again.
What do you think the student loans are on becoming a Doctor of Gore? That's not cheap, right?
Free.
Good thing Biden's canceling that student loan debt, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
sure he is.
If he remembers, but he's got to mention it. And I digress.
Still better than Trump.
I 100% agree. Anyways, Slime City. Slime City. That's what we are talking about tonight. This one was a Patreon recommendation, guys. Did Sean recommend this? I think it was Sean, right?
Yeah.
Or was it Mike? Okay.
Yeah,
well, I don't remember. It was a
It
person.
might have been, I don't know.
We are awful at this, but that's okay. People are used to it by now, I think.
No, it was Matt Pfeiffer.
Oh,
okay.
Matt.
It was a while
Matty
ago.
P. Okay.
Yeah, it's been
Matty
sitting on
F.
the wheel for a
Nope,
long
F.
time.
I thought it was a PH kind of situation, not an F, but that's fine. We'll clear it up right here live.
Okay,
Matthew
cool.
Pfeiffer recommended this. This is one of his favorites. So we
He's a
watched
slimy
that.
kind of guy.
He is a very slimy son of a bee, is what I've heard. But you can get on that Slack. Patreon.com/badmovienightshow. You can get your movie on the wheel as well. We had a new Patreon member recently join, Sean Corbin. We want to call out Sean, say thank you for joining, Sean.
Thank you, Corbin Burson. Appreciate it.
Corbin. But we have a lot to talk about. I feel like things are gonna get personal a little bit.
They usually do.
Spiv, you know. And so just
It
prepare
looks like he
yourselves.
aged 40 years.
Spiv, you were looking goddamn awful. Fucking awful.
He's sweating
It's all the
over
goo.
If I turned the light on, that makes sense.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. This is a
Don't
family
turn the light
show.
on.
Put that away.
There's so many nooks and crannies.
Yeah, you were looking very, very English muffinish, is what I would say. You should moisturize, which, by the way, I do recommend the Goodfellow moisturizers. They come in a little.
Sponsorship. Not a sponsorship.
Isn't that a vino?
Is that a vino? I like that.
Wait a fucking Jesus Christ, people. Yeah, no, it was a vino. I was completely wrong.
Which
The
one
was
do you wear,
Goodfellow.
Chris?
Just a little here and there, and sometimes you switch it up. But that's something that I will.
How do you make the decision? Is it coefficient of friction or what?
We're on the same wavelength here, buddy. Time to move on. We gotta talk about Slime City. So, AJ, can you tell me what Slime City is about?
I'll give it a shot.
Do that, AJ.
A fine art painter moves into an old apartment building.
I can't go commercial.
His spooky hot neighbors start to feed him some slime.
Would you like some?
I like this yogurt.
And the slime starts to take hold.
It tastes like burning.
Let me take off your bandage.
Soon he will become a crazed killer. In 1988's underground classic, Slime City.
What?
Rated R for the goddamn awful apartments. That was called acting, Aaron. You might not know this, but I was potentially a award-nominated actor at the New Jersey HorrorCon and Film
I thought
Festival.
I
It
am
was either me.
I am Anderson was.
It was either me or Ian, and we don't know which, but it doesn't matter because we all lost to a pedophile clown. That was the past.
It's true story.
This is the present. Okay, that was probably like and this is the saddest thing going to my grave. That was probably like the apex of my life. Like that is, like
I don't know,
The
but
best editing though last year. That's pretty
that's
cool.
a count. Nobody cares about editing. That's like nobody fucking cares about editing unless you're an editor, right? You know what I'm saying?
but it matters so much though.
Editing makes
It's
a
so
movie.
important.
Editing makes the movie, but nobody cares. So, I forget what we were doing. I think we're doing a podcast.
Talking about
here.
slime.
Context for the movie and the year it was released.
Pretty dry today.
Did you ever hear about
Some of that
Goodfellow
lotion.
Moisture? Here we go.
For Aaron's history hole.
Oh shit. That's cool.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Such fucking weird.
For audio listeners, Aaron has become the slime.
In the shower.
I'm one with the slime. Who doesn't know like a good shower slime?
Get some scrubbing bubbles in there.
All right, so Slime City was released May 6, 1988 in New York, later 2015 on DVD in Germany. I don't know why. It just was. Has an estimated budget of $50,000 and was by Bare Bones Productions.
50,000. That's.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not bad.
that sounds like a little,
That's
but
hot.
like 1988, that's a decent
Right?
amount.
Think of all the eggs and stuff they used
That's a
in
lot
this.
of hot dogs.
I think they built that apartment was a set. I think so.
Oh, you really?
Probably. They got it pretty messy.
How much do you think
I
it
think
cost
it
for
was.
that little dining table?
The whole movie was in that apartment, though.
We will talk about it. That's because they
In the
built it,
basement.
Spiv.
If you build it, they will come. All right, so some May 1988 films. We have Friday the 13th, Part 7. I don't even
remember which one that is.
Yeah, I don't
That's
even
right before he takes Manhattan.
Yeah.
Oh, Manhattan's 8?
I guess so, somewhere around there.
Is,
8 or
And he
9.
takes Berlin,
Seven, is it
right?
space?
what's the one in the barn?
That's 3?
He takes Manhattan.
3 or 4, I
Then
can't.
he
I think it's
This is my
3.
this is my problem with those movies.
Because that's where he gets his hockey mask.
We watched
I'm not
all
wearing
of
hockey
those,
mask.
all those movies. Remember that, AJ? We watched them all.
We
in
watched
order.
about,
Did you really?
I remember the fourth one that had the two houses. That was a good one.
AJ, we should do that again.
Feldman in it.
Yeah, that was
New
that was
Blood.
worth doing again.
It
Is
was
that gonna be our new
fun.
podcast?
I'd be down for that. Number 2 is the
The new
best one.
podcast.
though.
There's just gonna
Second
be
one's
you
the
and no
best
one
one.
else.
And
No,
No,
Jason
Lindsay.
Liz.
And Lindsay
Yeah,
said
wanna
she
be on
would
the show?
be here.
I love Friday
There
the
you
13th.
go.
Lindsay's reliable, unlike most of these assholes.
What do we do when we get
I'm
to the
talking
end? We
about
start
basically
over?
Aaron and Spiv. Rebecca, you're cool too.
I never say I'll be there.
Just
That
keep
is
moving
true.
in.
How am I not reliable?
You're not. Just get. You're fucking in the
Take you
shower.
seriously with that on.
How am I not reliable? Aaron, these history holes are out of control. Can you get this wrapped
Out
up?
of control.
Yeah, well, I'm just chewing my jelly beans here.
Okay.
In the shower.
You know, jelly beans and chin. It's a thing. All right, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Rambo 3, Crocodile Dundee, number 2.
Oh, the second one. Leash. 88's a bad year for movies.
But following up with Willow, The
man.
Nest,
New TV show, right?
Maniac Cop.
Val Kilmer's gonna be in it too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, all right. And then also Jack's back. We talked about this one before. It's James Spader as like a Jack the Ripper. It sounds pretty cool. We should probably check that one out someday.
James
Right.
Spader's
She's got
great.
it. She's got it.
I had to take all my VHS down to reorganize
Ozer.
and scan them in. I have it though. I do have it.
Ozer.
I know I have it.
I don't believe you.
That's a
I
blue
believe,
screen.
I believe her.
It's here somewhere.
It's definitely a blue screen spiv. Just like
mine.
yours.
What was your search term for that background, Spiv?
Normal basement, not murder.
Basement walls hiding dead bodies or buried bodies or something like one of those.
Yeah.
All right, so moving along, our writer and director for this film was Gregory Lamberson. Good old Greggy L. He has 11
Dr.
writer
Gore.
and 13 director credits. Slime City was his first film. And he has a couple other films I think we probably should check out sometime. We have Undying Love, Werewolf, aka New York Vampire.
Witchcraft
That's
10.
awesome.
Sounds awesome. That does sound
Yeah.
cool.
It's probably too good for the show.
It's from 1991. A young man who's depressed about his failed suicide attempt winds up going to a friend's party anyway. Although his friends seem insensitive about his plight, he meets a model who sheds a different light on death. I think this is kind of like
Vampire.
he becomes one too.
I'm wondering, is she actually wearing that bikini or is it painted on? For
That
the
might be
cover?
painted on. It's hard to tell.
To enhance.
Oh no,
Oh,
that's
it's
real. It's
chainmail.
Yeah, that's
chainmail.
chainmail.
Spiff.
Good thing
She
she's
went-
intersected with
the
the
chafing on
proper
that.
spaces.
It's very
She-
red.
It's chafe
Sonja.
mail.
Aaron,
She
you
went
look
to-
very much like a Redditor right now. Like this, this is somebody who writes thoughts on 4chan. Okay.
Oh God, I don't want to be one of those. All right, and we have Naked Fear from 1999. So he skipped quite a few years before he came out with another film. Camden, who suffers from agoraphobia, takes in Randy, who suffers from claustrophobia, as a roommate. Unfortunately, Randy turns out to be a serial killer, and Camden becomes a prisoner in his own apartment.
That's a wacky.
That's kinda interesting.
premise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It looks
I
horrible.
didn't listen
Can't
to
wait
you.
to watch it.
I didn't listen to a goddamn word you said. I'm sorry. I was
we had
thinking
a cousin
about
that was an agoraphobic.
Reddit. An agoraphobic?
Agoraphobic.
What does that mean?
Means you're
Shut
afraid
it, shut
of
it.
the outside.
Afraid of leaving the house. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
a cousin of ours
Which
for like
cousin?
10 years.
Oh, I never saw him because he never came over.
I thought he was dead, right?
Yeah,
Turns
I
out
haven't
he's
seen him.
a agoraphobic.
I haven't seen agoraphobic.
Jesus.
Something about Maury Povich. I don't know what you guys said.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow. We're agoraphobic. All right, moving along. We have Slime City Massacre, a follow up to Slime
man.
City.
Follow up.
Wait, really?
Yes, this is from
cool.
2010.
What?
looks good.
Might have to do a sequel.
Yep. In the wake of a dirty bomb attack, a New York City neighborhood known as Slime City has been evacuated, except for the homeless. 4 squatters searching for food in the ruins of Zachary Devon Soup Kitchen discover a supply of Zachary Devon's home-brewed elixir and Himalayan yogurt.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
It's like we got to add another to the wheel.
I think we should watch that one. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. I didn't
Based
know.
on this
I
one?
honestly didn't know there was a sequel. That's awesome.
Me neither. All right.
Why do you wait to like eat jelly beans during your fucking section? This is like an AJ move.
I'm trying to make this as
AJ move.
awkward as possible while also letting it breathe so you have room to talk about bullcrap that has nothing
Is
to
that
do with the history.
that
hole.
sums up your love life? Actually, is what that sounds like.
If it existed, yeah. All right, cinematography.
That's what the jelly beans are for.
Exactly.
What?
Peter Clark.
I'm shutting this down. I'm turning this off.
Peter Clark. Cinematographer Peter Clark. Camera credits for Frankenhooker and Brain Damage. And he's also cinematographer for a movie called Plutonium Baby.
I have it.
That sounds interesting. You have this
It
one?
looks terrible, but it looks cool too.
I don't actually. I think it's more of a serious movie, if I recall.
Well, it's got a 2.8 on IMDb, so I don't think it's very good.
Ooh. It's pretty low even for us.
Yeah. Some of the images from it look pretty cool, though.
Hmm.
And finally, our music goes by
I see.
Robert Tamaro, who has 2 credits for this.
I
and
believe it's
American
pronounced
Cameraman,
Camaro,
a doc-
Aaron. It's a Camaro.
To marrow.
That thing got a Hemi?
He heard the soundtracks he wrote and then he killed himself.
I'm actually like torn about this soundtrack because
I
there
know.
are moments
Yeah?
where I'm like,
Where
I
I'm like,
like
oh,
this,
that's pretty
and then there are
cool.
moments where I fucking hate this.
Yeah.
Which honestly, that's a pretty good place to be as an artist.
Yeah.
Better to be like I either hate it or
Making people feel
I
something.
love it than to feel nothing. Yeah, exactly.
That's true. That's true.
That's why you eat jelly beans instead. Makes you feel something.
Now, what kind of jelly beans are you eating, Aaron?
Yeah, what
I
kind
don't.
of-
They're like Jolly Rancher jelly beans or something.
Ooh.
I really shouldn't be eating these, but I just kind of.
Once you start, you can't stop.
God.
yeah, yeah,
Chewing
yeah.
away.
That's the
20
problem.
minutes
That kind of candy is just the worst.
I know.
Because you just keep eating them, and there's
Well,
nothing.
the
Yeah.
kids got all this stuff
like
for like
Starburst,
Easter,
man.
and then they didn't
So
eat it.
addicting.
So now I'm like, cool, those sound good, and shoving candy in my face.
That's why the Twix is the perfect candy. Because one, it's the most taste explosion you'll ever
Oh.
get in your life. But 2, they put 2 in there, so you're like,
Yeah.
Because every time you eat one, you're like, I need to have another. But 2 is satisfying.
Just love those gooey sticks in your mouth, don't you, Chris?
My
Do you
God,
remember when they
Twix.
had different Twix flavors?
What?
Yep.
There was
They're
the
like
peanut
a-
butter one.
Yeah, the left and the right.
Cream.
Cookies and cream.
Now, see, that's you never. That stuff's you
I
can
like
go
the
and
peanut
try
butter
that, but
ones.
there's no get out of here with that shit. Peanut butter is the
sorry.
worst in candy.
This history hole is taking forever.
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
No material here.
The podcast has very much started to become just more pre-show. I
We've
apologize.
had that
for
conversation already.
I know, but I get distracted. Guys, we got to move on though. We have a rabbit hole,
These take
so
forever, man.
let's move on. Here we go.
It's time for the rabbit hole. Grab your rope and your galoshes and prepare to dive deep into your host's wealth of knowledge with more connections than a LinkedIn recruiter or a Wikipedia editor on a 5-day meth bender. Here's your host, Lindsay Washburn.
You're good, Lindsay.
That's a cool cover.
Oh,
It was a
spoilers.
cool
That
cover.
is a cool
I really
cover.
like this one. So it's their movie Slime City, 1988. It was released on VHS in 1989 by Camp Video.
Yeah.
Released a lot of sleaze back in the day. And then in 2005, it was released on special edition DVD by Shakorama Horror Cinema. And the uncut version was re-released in 2009 with 2 of his other films, the ones that you mentioned, under the title Slime
Nice.
City Grindhouse Collection.
Cool.
And yeah, we'll go through. I've got these 2 movies on here too. Here's an alternate poster for
Ooh,
Undying Love.
that look way better.
I think they colored in her eyes and put those fangs on her. I don't
No.
think.
Is this
Yeah,
the same
I'm
lady
with
from the
Lindsay,
first
'cause
movie?
it's-
From the
It's
other
the
movie?
same
What is
wig
that
from Slime
tattoo?
City.
Is it
It
the
looks like a
same?
bat. I think.
I should get a
She's a
bat
vampire.
tattoo.
Is it the
of
same
my
lady?
titty.
The same
I
actress?
don't know.
I like the hair. There's a lot of hair going on there.
Oh yeah.
Chris, like, I like the hair.
I like
I like your hair.
Put the lotion away, Chris.
I want to smell it.
French fried taters.
And then the other one that you mentioned, Naked Fear. He's also a novelist, Gregory Lamberson. He wrote this book called Johnny Gruesome. He also has a series about a New York detective who like encounters supernatural things. He has like 6 or 7 books in that series.
Wow, that's cool.
The Dresden Files.
Yeah, I think that's what
That's what it
it's called.
sounds like.
Yeah, something like that.
The Rockford Files? Yeah, okay.
And this novel, Johnny Gruesome, was nominated for a Bram Stoker Award. And these started in 1987. They're presented by the Horror Writers Association for superior achievement in dark fantasy and horror writing. And the award is this. Looks like this.
Oh,
That's
man, that's
pretty
cool.
badass,
Isn't that
actually.
cool?
Awesome.
It's pretty
Dude.
badass.
Does
That's
that have
so
the
badass.
information inside the door?
It
Like what the
does,
award
yeah.
is for?
Well,
That's
see-
really
No,
cool.
it's pretty cool how they
Chris,
do it.
you gotta show me your Grand Stroker Award that you got.
It looks like that, but more penis shaped. But it has the door. It's weird.
Comes with lotion.
Comes with lots of lotion. Yeah, go to
It's a lotion
goodfellow.com,
dispenser.
by the way. They have the best lotions.
And notable winners of Bram Stoker Awards. There's several different categories, but some notable winners are Clive Barker. You've got Ray Bradbury,
Classic.
Don Coscarelli,
Wow.
and also like Neil
Jeez.
Gaiman, George R.R. Martin, Alan Moore, Joyce Carol Oates, Harlan Ellison, Jack Ketchum. There's quite a
Nice.
few in there.
I have a question.
Gotta catch them all.
Okay, what's our bet on whether George R.R. Martin completes the Game of Thrones
God no,
series?
he's not gonna
Dude,
ever do that.
Every
Not
time
happening.
I see him post himself like a selfie, like doing something, I'm like,
Like, get
why
to
aren't you
work.
writing?
Marge,
Get to
writing.
work.
Get back in your
Go
house.
work.
I think every time he
doesn't know how
thinks,
to finish it. He's got
yeah,
he's got Stephen King syndrome. He doesn't know. how to
every
finish it.
time I mean, there's a lot of pressure. But every time he
There's a
thinks
lot.
about
Oh,
it,
yeah.
he's like, I'm just gonna pick up a donut, just like another
Right?
donut.
That's
like,
what I
one
would
heart
do.
attack. Like,
Leave him hanging, man.
It's like Patrick Rothfuss is the same way.
Mm.
What's he? Right?
yeah,
The Name of the Wind books.
Oh, I can't do it.
Uh,
I tried.
I know you tried.
Yeah, I can't
I
do
love
that.
the first 2, man.
And-
Let me
Name of
talk
the
about
Wind.
my
I read
loot.
like 80% of the first book, and I
just couldn't get
myself.
it. I tried really
My
hard.
Yeah,
thing
it's
is,
like love it or hate it. Yep, yep.
what is
I
about
can't
what
stand
about
the writing structure.
Sanderson? Do you like him, Spiff?
William Sanderson?
No, Brandon Sanderson.
I don't
No!
know.
Anyway, sorry, Lindsay.
Brandon
no,
once
you're
again.
fine. There's only one more.
Hijacked
There's
it.
only one more slide because I mean we mentioned one of you mentioned Stephen King and he is the most prolific Bram Stoker Award recipient with 33 nominations and
Wow.
13 wins. So he's won quite a few,
Not surprising.
right? That's it.
Cool. I
Brandon
do like
Sanderson. No, I don't know those ones.
I do like Jamie's comment here that Chris Slime City is what Chris's mouth is known as down at the local suck house. Which is also where which is also Jamie's mom's house, which is weird, right? All right, time to move on and talk about Slime City. So here we go. Hey everyone, this is Chris, and just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmovienight and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmovienight. City, AJ, what did you think? You, sir.
What did I think?
What did you think?
This movie was something. This movie had spooky metal babe, slime-tastic effects, campy fun comedy moments. What more could you want? It was great. I was surprised. The gore was over the top and fun. It was a relief considering some of the stuff we've been watching recently. It was nice. Nice break.
Okay.
I like
Rebecca, what did you think?
It was a little gross for my taste. It wasn't terrible, but I don't like the goo. Like, even though it wasn't like gory, it was just gross.
What's your opinion on yogurt pudding?
I don't like it when it's bright green and blue. That's a little disgusting.
There's your problem.
And what's your color?
But overall,
I like
I didn't
butterscotch pudding.
think it was bad. I thought it was pretty good.
Okay. All right. This is not how I thought this was going to go. I'll just say that up front. Spiv, what did you think?
I thought that the writing needed some work, but it was saved by all the fun slime effects, especially the bodies full of hot dogs.
And
Hot dogs
scrambled eggs.
And scrambled
pig
eggs.
God
And
damn,
whatever
you guys
else was
suck.
in there. So, yeah, no,
That
I
whole
had fun.
thing
I
about
had fun
hot
with it.
dogs.
I had fun with it, but the writing, I mean, they even had like a plot dump in the basement there to make up for the bad writing. So it was, at points, it was kind of a slog, but the ending paid off.
Lindsay.
I will agree that there were one or two scenes where I found myself like not interested. It was a little boring in just a few scenes I found. I loved all the gore and the effects and everything. He works at a video store in this movie. I thought that was really cool. I was very happy to see that. I thought that was awesome. But yeah, I liked it a lot. It was fun. It didn't take itself too seriously. It was super gross. Some really, really fun effects and just weird characters too. That always makes it interesting.
Characters, for sure. Aaron, what'd you think?
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of already hit on most of the things with this movie. It's definitely gross. I like that aspect of it. I thought the gore and stuff was a lot of fun, even if it is super cheesy at some points. The story's not really all that relevant because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Some of the acting was pretty cringe, but some of it was pretty good. Overall, I enjoyed this. It was a fun movie. I really didn't find it boring. It's definitely low budget, but it's somewhat unique.
Okay. I wrote a whole list here.
Uh-oh.
I think that this movie horribly shot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Horribly lit.
Oh, for sure.
Horrible characters.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible audio.
Yep.
Yep.
Horrible
Lots of
kitchen.
Who puts the oven right by the front door?
That just seems like a
Horrible
recipe for disaster.
That
Yeah.
seems
Story.
like a New
Someone's
York
getting
apartment,
burned
though.
for sure.
It
Yeah,
does
you're-
feel like a New York
You're standing
apartment.
there, you're cooking your fried eggs, hot
Well,
dogs.
guys, we want. I have
Someone opens the
diagrams
door,
and
you're in
pictures.
this
We're gonna unpack this kitchen.
This
'cause
is like
I
the
have one of
Seinfeld apartment where it doesn't make any sense. Okay.
these. Horrible hair. horrible
What's the
dancing.
80s?
It was the
Well, hold
80s,
on.
yeah.
We get a full-on like striptease without the stripping.
Yeah, I'm here for that. The whole thing. Like
She's got a
I
lot of
will
hair.
admit, I hated everything about this. I just hated it.
Oh,
But then,
strong
about
words.
20 minutes before the end of this movie,
Oh my gosh.
those motherfuckers, they went and totally redeemed themselves. Because this movie gets crazy at the end. And that was the funnest. Like, that was the best stuff. Easily.
Agreed.
The rest of the movie, oh my God, it was a fucking slog. I think
There's
because
parts that are slog, but
I can't imagine living in this place like this. And they keep talking about like how this is such a nice apartment, and it was the worst thing I've ever seen.
dude,
in my
it's,
life.
it's New York in the 80s. That's
New
probably
York,
Yeah,
yeah.
He's a college
It's a
student.
man.
And he's a starving artist.
All right, we're getting into it then. We're just fucking jumping right into this kitchen here. Literally nothing,
of that kitchen.
not a thing matches in this kitchen, AJ.
It was the 80s.
It's a cheap apartment, dude. You
Yeah.
were just spoiled by
Apartments in the
modern
city, that's how
conveniences.
it is.
Well, and how many other slime people have there been in there that they have to keep replacing everything? So it's
How
just...
dare you talk about
That's
the
a
other
unique
slime people that
refrigerator,
way?
isn't it? That
What
oven,
do we got?
man.
We got the thermostat on the
Probably some
wall.
value on that thing.
Got a nice green gas stove.
Yeah,
You
I
think
don't see
that's
those
nice?
anymore. The
God,
green,
they
that
don't-
people
you
want
can't
the
get green appliances
Yeah.
anymore.
That's like
You know
vintage
why?
money right there.
Steel.
Because they're awful. They're fucking awful.
Wait,
They're
Spiff,
coming back.
Why are they awful?
Most
They're
of the
ugly.
appliances are coming back.
You kidding me?
Nope, they're coming
Spiff,
back.
you got that new couch. Did you get that plastic creaky crap you put on top of it like your grandparents had?
No, but
You
our
did,
couch,
didn't you?
Our couch is green.
Is
that
it dark
color
green? Like, is it a
Nothing wrong with
forest
baby
green?
shit
It's like a forest.
Green
green,
kitchenware.
Yeah,
All right,
forest
forest
green.
green's good.
More of a teal.
Forest green's
I would
That oven's
say.
just from the
forest green's good.
70s. That's your problem. 70 something.
No, my problem was that literally nothing matches. Like, they even have cabinets that do match. Hold on, I'll show you.
Dude,
But they,
someone will
but
be
they,
happy to
but
have
they-
like
but they flipped it upside. They put the one upside down.
Dude, this
one on
that's
the
like
left.
someone's
yeah.
real apartment.
No, I think it's just
like-
taller.
It's
I
just
think it's
Aaron, it's
finished.
not taller. Look at the handles are on the bottom. They're on the fucking bottom, Aaron.
You've just never
this
lived
is
in
day
the
one.
No,
of
the one on the left.
cabinet fucking
Cap,
shit.
the
You
handles
think
are
they're
obviously in the
all
middle.
cabinets?
And
That's all.
Half the handles on
is
the bottom.
all he moves
Usually.
in a mattress? Is that the only thing we see
That's
him
all you
moving
need.
is
Lindsay,
the
He
mattress?
needs his friend to help him.
Lindsay got the
Yet
apartment
he doesn't
so he
use
could
it for the
fuck his
sex.
girlfriend. Like,
Yeah,
that's a
that's-
plot
that's the
point.
storyline.
In
Oh,
the
I
story.
know. I know. I picked up on all that shit.
I'm gonna play it. Here it is.
And what babes am I supposed to bag? The two old birds that run this place? They're already swinging each other.
No, I'm sure there's somebody around here to move you in the right spot.
Nope.
No,
Then
right,
enters
it's not.
Nikki.
Is he
Best character in
masturbating
the
when we meet
freaking
the
movie,
big hair
right?
lady?
But no, but you were.
Is he
No,
what?
I think he is. Do you have a clip of that scene, Chris?
What is
Is
it?
he what?
When we first meet her, yeah, here.
Mhm.
Watch his friend's hand.
He does. He's like rubbing
Mm-hmm.
just out of frame. I saw that too. I think he's
that was
just
just
on
that was
the
an actor's
mattress
choice.
thing.
Okay, that was just an
a
actor's
little
choice.
improvisation.
Yeah.
What
The main
separates
character-
the great actors?
Well, he
You're channeling the James Franco, right?
channeling his inner James Franco.
Oh, that's what we need. We need a remake of this with James Franco.
Oh,
No, we
God. That would be so nasty.
Yeah.
The main character kind of reminds me of the guy from 2.5 Men, John
Oh,
Cryer.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
see that.
I could see that, yeah.
And the whole
see that.
time, I just kept seeing it, and I was like, I fucking hate this guy. And not that I hate John Cryer, like in what I
Just
never
the
really watched
character.
2.5 Men, but like, yeah, there was. And then my experience with this movie was so broken up. Like I watched like the first 20 minutes and I fell asleep,
really?
and then I like came back and I
Oh.
watched more, and then like
I
I
fell
came back
asleep
and watched
too when I
more.
watched it.
And what was, and thankfully when I was pulling clips, I noticed this, but I was like, this fucking guy, they're telling me he's in college. He's got like gray hair and shit. But then I
His
realized
hair
that's the
got more
movie.
gray as
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
Yeah, because
I
it's
didn't notice
just-
that. till I
It's
was
all
editing.
like turning
Yeah.
into
Alchemist.
But do they ever say
Zachary.
anything? Does anybody
No.
ever say
About
anything?
what?
No,
Not
no
even
one
his
ever
girlfriend?
points it out.
No.
Yeah, it's because he's turned into a gray fox. It's gonna point
At 22?
It's like
True.
everyone's getting turned on by it. They're like, oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Watch out.
drugs he's taking.
Everything is lit by a spotlight
Yeah.
that there's shadows on all the
Hard
walls.
shadows.
It's just so not cinematic. It's fucking awful to look
Yeah,
at.
it's the 80s, man.
Cheap
I know.
80s
Nick-
production, dude.
The choice to film like straight into the camera for conversations,
It's awkward.
that's weird.
The
It's
whole
kind of like
movie
this podcast.
is off-putting.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, you guys don't like this when I do this?
You guys don't like this? When we talk like this?
Did you like
It's creepy,
Yeah, do that
It's fucking
again.
creepy,
That's what the
man.
audience
No,
wants.
right?
So, because of my fragmented experience watching this, there was moments where I was like, I have no fucking idea what's going on, because I know there is a huge plot dump that explains like, oh, it's this dude
Yeah.
who like kills people
He's
and
an
takes over their
alchemist.
bodies.
He's
and
an
blah, blah,
alchemist.
blah,
How
blah.
cool is
yogurt.
that? What a
He
cool
makes
angle.
elixir.
He makes yogurt into gold.
So can somebody explain that?
Nope, that's
The
about
alchemy
Well,
side
I
of
think
it?
Lindsay
This
can.
is. I don't think
It's
I
coming.
can explain it. I can explain what the movie told me, and I don't know if it makes any sense.
I like it.
But I can explain that. So he meets the one neighbor who's a dude. I can't remember his name. Damon.
Roman.
Or Roman. Roman. That's who it
different.
was.
Roman.
And he invites Alex over for dinner, and he says, "I'm sorry, I should have told you that I don't eat
And
meat."
they're sitting at the tiniest table. on the
Tiniest little
Yes.
table.
That's all the room he has in
College
his
student
apartment.
before? Come on.
And he serves him like this green goo, and the guy's like, "What is this?" And he's like, "Oh, it's Himalayan yogurt that Lizzie made." And she's the old crazy, one of the old
She's
crazy
who
women.
owns the building.
She's the
She's
one
the
who
hot
owns
old
the
lady.
building. Yeah. And so he eats that, and he drinks some of the elixir.
And combined.
And
But
then
not
his
quite.
Powers combined.
Not yet. He gets all like juiced up with all the elixir and
So he
the
turns black and
Himalayan
white.
yogurt. And
It's
then
called goat.
Nikki's there, and she's like, "Hey, come over to my apartment, and I'll dry hump you on the floor."
And then start calling you a different name.
He's like, I'm so happy I moved in this apartment.
That was the most
Still got
boring
one.
lovemaking
And that-
scene I've ever seen in my life.
Have you
And that
ever?
was like the transformation point where they're like, "Okay, the goo is affecting him, and we're getting his body ready for
she
Zachary
humped
to
the
take
goo right
over."
out of him.
Have you ever drunk so much that your life turned black and white?
Yes.
No,
Plan on doing that right now.
usually it gets more colorful.
Never
I
heard
mean,
of
I've
blackout
drunk
drunk?
a lot. I've drunk a lot where I throw up on the bed and then people take care of
We
me.
know. We know. We all know. We've all witnessed
So how
it
you
firsthand.
break your arm?
No. That was different. That was malicious.
It's not malicious.
This is like a White Christmas. You know, he's always saying, the arm, the arm.
So he gets murderous rage, basically.
Murderous
From-
rage.
Yeah.
And only
Just like
murderous
White Christmas,
rage-
murderous rage.
Only murderous rage can consume the slime back to its
Yep.
original state.
Sliming
All right.
on the streets. of
Yeah, he's getting
So-
super gooey. He goes to a restaurant first
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just drips all over the table.
Nobody says
Ugh.
anything?
No one
I hope he
says
left a
anything.
good tip because someone's got to clean
That
that
was
shit
an
up.
impressive effect where
Yeah.
he's beating that guy to death. They did a
The
good
homeless
job
guy.
of that.
All the effects were really
Yeah.
super
They
fun.
were
I mean, that's
fun, yeah.
what saves the movie completely.
Oh yeah.
I didn't understand. I guess I didn't understand the slime, which is a problem.
Why does killing people prevent the slime from coming out?
What causes the slime to come out?
Well,
He's
Chris.
coming out. He's coming through him.
Yes.
Through the
Coming
slime.
now.
I got
The
that.
alchemist
slime
is coming,
to go.
and he's not strong enough, so he
I'll put the
withdraws.
slime
So
through
when he
you.
murders someone, he is the alchemist at that point.
Yeah.
I got
It's
that
Dr.
because there was
Jekyll
the
and Mr. Hyde
alchemist,
thing.
yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
he
Dr.
eats
Jekyll,
that-
Mr. Slime, Aaron.
He eats that.
That's
little
my
Tupperware
alternate
container
title.
Forever.
That's because it was fucking delicious fucking pudding, Lindsay.
I wonder what they used for it.
It's
Yogurt.
probably, yogurt.
Just yogurt and food
Really? But
coloring?
then they food color it?
Would you guys eat that if someone gave it to you? That's
What
what
was
No,
your
I love
color?
yogurt.
No.
What would your color be?
I would
For
eat it
yogurt?
all 'cause I'm a
So
fat
we
piece
had
of
what,
shit.
green and purple and
Chris
blue.
It just doesn't look
Gray.
appealing that way. That's like eating toothpaste or something.
Ugh, it really does.
It's mint
I'd eat
yogurt.
it.
Should be
Are
some
you
jello for
guys
this
fans
episode.
of mint ice cream?
No, it's
It's
gross.
okay. That's not my
It's-
first
It was
I mean,
great.
it's not
It's
terrible.
classic.
It's not my favorite. but
Oh,
it's
let me
classic.
brush my teeth with some ice cream. That's terrible.
That's what Laura says.
Mint
Mint
chocolate chip, you mean,
mint
right?
chocolate chip's my
Oh,
favorite.
let's brush my teeth with ice cream
I enjoy
with
mint chocolate chip.
Oreo cookies.
It is a
And mint.
foundational classic.
It's gross.
Just like chocolate and
Goddamn.
vanilla and sherbet.
Can we talk about his girlfriend?
and sherbet.
Can we talk about his girlfriend?
No, we're talking about ice cream.
Lori.
God.
Lori.
Actually, I'm just waiting for you to yell at us again. That
I
was
guess
fun last week.
the thin person's here.
Shut up! It's so
I
funny.
felt bad. I was like, oh,
No, it was
I
good.
shoulda
You
yelled.
need to do that. It's all right.
All right,
Keeping us
you
on
want to talk
line.
about the girlfriend?
Lori
The
did not know
girlfriend,
what Lori wanted.
she's a 22-year-old virgin.
She's-
She's not
she's-
ready
yeah.
to. She wants to move in together, but she's not
Yes.
ready to physically
I mean,
take
do you
their
want that
relationship
to be your
to
first
the next
guy?
step.
He doesn't really.
He's an artist.
Is he?
He's an artist that will not be
Uh,
commercialized.
You see some of
No.
those drawings he was doing? I mean, he's got to work a lot harder, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Her father did not.
Thank you,
approve,
AJ. That's
for
exactly
sure.
what I was getting at.
He has to practice a bit more.
They had a shitty kitchen too.
Yeah, they did. That
I think it
table
was the same
little
kitchen.
as well.
Yeah,
Wait.
It might have
they,
been the
like they
same
have any
kitchen.
room
Wait.
to
It
judge
feels
him,
like an
right?
interrogation instead of a dinner.
It was a very awkward dinner.
Are we
Have
talking
any of
about
you
the
ever-
parents?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
the same. It's like
It's
the
the
other
other
side
side
of
of
the
the
kitchen.
apartment. Yep.
Yeah.
Have any of you been in a situation where the
Had some
parents are
folding
judging you
chairs.
at like a meal like that?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's great
Oh,
when
yeah.
they are non-native English speakers too, and they all stare at you and talk in a different language you barely understand anything.
I want to hear this.
I've never had that happen.
Oh, yeah, well, tell us more, Eric.
No, I don't really want to talk about
Next
it.
week on
I'm
the
still
pre-show.
traumatized.
Was that that girl from New Jersey? Oh.
She was great though.
New Jersey's all you have to say.
But it's like, why
Okay.
won't she just have sex with him? They've been together a
does.
year.
She's scared,
Finally.
Lindsay. She's
Yeah.
She's
scared.
probably very Christian.
Because
You know
his
why
hair
she's
keeps
scared?
changing color. He keeps getting grayer.
And that
Yeah.
transition.
Still are great.
That was such
She's-
an odd transition.
She's like,
We
if I
have
get pregnant, they're gonna think he's my
do
grandpa.
you have the clip of the line that he says there?
I do
Chris
not.
doesn't pull it.
Wait,
did-
what is
wait,
it? What is it?
wait,
Oh, it was
wait, hold
something
on.
dumb.
What did you just say, AJ?
Chris didn't pull audio.
Pull out of you? What?
Pull audio for the clips. He never pulls audio.
He never pulls
Done
out
this
of
a
it.
million times.
If I pull audio, it interrupts the whole
Guys,
show. Okay?
enunciate clearly, please, for the love of God. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
You hear what you want to hear, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Say
saying.
what you want to say. Family. All right, well, here we go.
Do who you wanna do.
Do we want to talk about like the opening music? I'll play it.
It's kind of
After
almost
last week, though,
It's like a mix of like surf rock,
surf
and,
rock.
like,
Yeah.
upbeat, like
Like,
Yeah,
all
I
kinds of
like that
stuff
part.
in
Family
there.
too, yeah.
Like surf rock and new wave kind of
a
thing.
little bit, yeah.
It's fun. It's kind of zany, monstery kind of sound to it. Also, you know what it reminds me of a little bit? I get some Reanimator vibes when I watch this. You know, there's
Oh,
that happening
yeah.
for
Oh
me,
yeah.
for sure.
Jeffrey
Especially the
Combs should have
campy
been the
stuff.
father or something. That'd been cool.
It reminded me a little bit of Deadbeat Dawn too. Just the setting.
Yes.
It's the
Yes.
look too, and yeah.
Yep.
It's not so much a slime city. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No,
No, it's just a slime guy.
building.
But that's such a cool
Slime guy
title.
doesn't sound
Slime
good.
the
Now,
apartment
How
building.
come?
you guys want to watch Slime Guy? that
I was
doesn't
hoping
sound
to be
cool.
slime monsters everywhere running around.
The other tenants don't turn into slime,
Yeah, that's what I was
do
hoping
they?
for. No.
Well,
Because
that's a
they're
good
already
point.
complete in their transformation.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It does, babe. How do you not know that? Jesus
But what does that
Christ.
even? Okay, but what does that mean?
You know
Well,
what
they've
it
all
means.
been
You can't say
taking
these things and not.
So we had a
expound upon
scene
it.
in the basement. The cult killed themselves. Like they drank the punch or whatever you want to say.
That looks
right?
a lot
And
like your basement,
And they
AJ.
have to be reincarnated in
That's the
these younger
furnace in the
people's
back.
bodies.
Yeah.
And that's why the old lady's moving all these young people in so they can take over their young bodies and become whole. again.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the movie.
Hmm.
A weird movie.
Ectoplasm.
And that's
say-
explained in that
But-
scene you were just showing.
But what's weird is that like that's a cool story, but in no way relates to slime. And slime in itself is like a very distinct way to go. And the fact that they like didn't merge those in any way to explain why he becomes slime is a bit of a problem.
Well, remember they picks up that book off the bookshelf,
Get at it.
and
Right,
that's like the book-
controlling
oh,
humans or something. What was it?
It was
What's that?
controlling like
Flesh?
human
Flesh,
through
yeah.
yeah, through slime, right? Is something weird like that?
So like the guy who ran
It's
that
protoplasm.
Nickelodeon's Yak
That's what she
show,
calls it.
Yak, Yickety Yak. What's it called?
Yakety
You can't
yak.
do this on television.
No,
Double Dare?
what's that show? Double fucking Dare. Mark Summers.
Mark Summers
Double Dare.
is Zachary.
You can't.
is
oh,
Zachary.
okay.
That's the
I
point.
can see that.
Hey, Jay. You worked at a video rental store. Did you ever do a home delivery?
Oh,
That's what we're calling it nowadays.
be kind.
That's a personal
Rewind.
question.
Here's the tapes your mom wanted.
So I could tell you stories about the video store on the pre-show.
All right,
Here's
next
some
time
good
on the
ones.
pre-show.
Because we had an adult section in the back, and
Yes, we
when
did.
you have an adult section in your video store, it brings in some interesting characters.
I didn't
Those are
technically work
adults.
there, but I was there often.
You'd be surprised who rents the adult movies.
It was Chris.
I think they
wasn't
look a lot like Spirit, I'm betting.
Chris was the all-time #1 renter.
Is it like middle-aged
You
dads
gotta
or what?
just
What is
keep
it?
some.
It's everything under the sea, pretty much.
I want to know how much he paid that prostitute.
I like how Lindsay always brings it back.
Mine was movie related.
Not enough is the
Because she's like, I
No.
don't want to do anything too kinky, but here, let me take these slimy bandages off your
It's
face.
so obvious that he
dude.
was
I
like,
want to
gross.
see who's
Yeah,
paying
there's
me.
so much grossness dripping
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
maybe,
nasty.
maybe he's paying a lot of money. Like I don't know.
I hope so.
When you
it
need
seemed
money,
to be
you need
her
money.
choice to take the bandages off.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
I like being slippery.
Maybe she has
Spiv,
a
would
thing
you
for the
take the
money,
bandages
you know?
off, or would you leave them on?
If they were like oozing pus and yucks, no.
But what if it was
I would
Dark
leave
Man,
them
Spiv?
on.
What
If it was Dark Man, you would blow Dark Man. Just you
He'd be going, die,
would-
Darkman,
would
die.
go at that. Yeah.
If he was at the local suck house, as James
Yeah.
I like the medium with the
This is
smallest
so out of
room in
nowhere.
existence.
That's the far
She
corner of the
doesn't,
apartment.
she doesn't like to advertise.
No,
And
it's
it's only
only
$1.
Yeah.
I
There's that
didn't notice.
freaking lighting again,
She has
too.
a
I can't
blue
tell if
light
she's
bulb.
inside or outside.
And she doesn't
Little bit of both.
really, she doesn't really help at all.
He doesn't.
She doesn't.
But
She's like, I see naked bodies engaged in terrible acts and blah,
And they're
blah.
like,
It's
oh,
like,
so you've
oh,
seen witchcraft? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we have two.
Julie Strain, got it. Got
See
it.
that Julie Strain intro.
She tells him that her boyfriend is the reincarnation of evil.
And
Yes.
surrounded by the dead.
Yeah.
You imagine, okay, supply and demand. She's getting $1 for these fucking things.
Yeah, she's not
How
doing so
many?
great.
She's got to be turning a shit ton of these, like one every minute.
And it's not that dollar is
Yeah.
not for her services. It's for
No.
her openness or something. What did she say?
It's
I
to
can't
prove
remember.
that they believe in her. Or
That's
something
what
like
it. That's
that.
what it was.
I think
That's
it's a
what it
business
was.
model on the return customer. You pull them in, and then they're addicted, and they
You
come
give
back
them a
and
little
charge
taste for
whatever they want.
free, and then
Yeah.
Well, then
you gotta
you
get
gotta tell
hooks.
other people about it too, and get them interested.
You gotta define your astral interior.
Oh God, you're so nasty, Smith. I don't know how you do it.
She's
I know, but when you say it, it's so much worse.
Want to come to my dark basement and define my astral interior? We should take a picture of Spiv right there, write that out, and put it on Craigslist and see what we get. See how many hits we get. I bet we'll
There's
be,
our new segment of the
we'll
show.
get hundreds of messages within an hour.
That's actually a really good idea. We should do that. Okay, so how does she find this motherfucker at the park randomly in the
She
80s?
yells out, "Motherfucker!"
Maybe it's campus. They're just hanging out on campus.
That could
Oh,
be.
right. They're
I
supposed
got
to
some
be
kids with
students.
backpacks.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. He still doesn't look young enough to be a student.
Mm-mm.
It was the 80s. Everyone looks
Yeah.
older.
That's
True.
true.
True. Yeah.
That's true.
Um,
Moisturizer.
Maybe he's going for his masters.
Did the cop catch up to him by then?
yeah, he had asked him
Yeah.
questions first.
O'Brien or
and-
whatever it was?
Irish
Irish? You
like him?
O'Bannon.
Yeah. Irish O'Bannon.
Irish
So
O'Bannon.
some-
Irish O'Bannon.
That's the name the screenwriter puts in there when they don't feel like figuring out the name. Like, so it's
I'll get back to this at
Some
some
Irish
point.
cop, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeesh.
He was an interesting
So-
character.
at some point, Alex, our main character, drops all his fucking hot dogs on the floor in a scene that's
Oh, it's so good.
out of nowhere.
It was
like,
so good though.
it
so
was
many hot dogs and
good.
eggs.
Scrambled eggs.
my hot dogs.
It
They
looks
really
like
Then he
hot
stuffs
dogs,
them back in.
and
It's
those look like
good.
pig intestines. I think
They
some
went for
chitlins.
it here.
They were
But
building toward
we
this
have
epic.
to.
Stuffing them back in.
We cannot skip the gang that
I
attacks
know,
him.
right? That scene was great. And he,
Yeah.
That's
Back
where
to
it
the-
starts going off the rails.
I forgot about
Yeah.
that. That was awesome.
He eats
was
the
awesome.
guy's
Yeah,
hand through
that's
his
literally-
Yes.
With his
that was
stomach.
so cool.
chomp.
Oh.
The
That
one
is-
guy's face, though. That guy.
And then the,
He's so trying not to laugh.
they
It's so
all
great.
run, and then the
You
one
didn't
guy
know that
comes
was
back
actually
and gets
gonna
the
happen.
boombox.
Yeah, he
So-
comes back for his boombox.
Yeah. It's so good.
So expensive. Yeah.
That boombox was fucking huge.
It was awesome.
Oh, it's the
Nice.
80s, man. That's what you
How many
do.
D batteries does that
That,
take?
that was like a
16.
ghetto blaster.
I would
on
much
a
rather have that than the crap you
boombox.
see nowadays where people are like on the bus with like their iPhone blasting with the crappy
That's
little
true.
tiny speakers.
Yeah, you know what, Aaron? I'm with you because if you're gonna
Right.
blast it, no matter what,
Bring
if
it
you're putting
back.
music
Make
out,
it sound good at
it's-
least,
Have
right?
a little personality when you're doing
Right.
it, you know?
Give
Exactly.
me some fucking
Throw in
Dolby
some ice
surround
cube,
sound.
crank
Get
that
the
shit
fuck
up.
out of
Let's
here.
do it.
Right. I'm gonna just strap like 5.1 system to my body and walk around.
No, you
Subwoofer
like go to
hanging
the
off
bus
the
and you're
back.
like, excuse me, let me put this subwoofer behind you for optimal experience.
Here, you start the THX thing. It's like. That'd be great. We should do that.
The bus is now deaf.
Is that the fucking Animaniacs or something? Looney Tunes?
It's The Simpsons, yeah.
Was it The Simpsons? Yeah, you had the detective show up.
Irish O'Bannon.
He was
When was the
onto it.
last time you saw
He
your
looks
boyfriend?
like
Very
he looks
onto
like a interview show guy from the 80s.
Like Phil Donahue?
Yes,
the
like a
hair.
Phil Donahue, yeah. Or a really like low budget local like news guy.
Mm.
So,
Well, he lives
This
with the
movie-
prostitutes.
this
Okay.
movie-
He does. That
Why
was
are
a
you so
plot point.
You're so judgmental, Spiff.
sorry.
Spiv, keep your fucking judgments to
Yeah.
yourself, all
Maybe
right?
they're related. Who knows?
Yeah.
He checks out the apartment at the end, and it's an upgrade.
He's gonna move in to this
Yeah.
apartment. He's
Yeah,
the next.
They
It's a
don't
nice
even have to
place.
list it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even have to. They didn't even clean
For-
it yet.
for
Slimish
fucking one.
O'Bannon.
It
Yeah,
is
there's
not a
just
nice
slime
place.
everywhere.
It's
How do you know?
not.
You've never been in this city. You have no
Dude,
idea
it's
what
for like
apartments look
$200
like.
bucks. It's probably a great deal back then.
But also, this is an older guy. I mean, he's probably in his 40s.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
hey.
Right?
I see what you
Right?
did
Wait,
there.
somebody else here is in their 40s too. Thank
I'm
you
just
very
saying,
much.
he actually
Lots
looks,
of people are in their 40s, am I
Right.
right, AJ and
He
Rebecca?
actually looks older than that.
Not
and he was probably just
Not
in his
us.
40s. 'cause
Not
he's
us.
We're
80s.
divided again in
Yeah.
30s
Yeah, we're
and
young.
40s.
Yeah, we're young. The young ones over here.
Yeah,
the
we're
ones who
young.
still have potential in
You
life and
betrayed
stuff.
us,
Right.
Susie.
I wasn't making fun of 40-year-olds. I was saying it's the 80s and people look older than they are.
Well,
Sure
we'll let the
That's-
audience determine what you were making
yeah,
fun
we'll
of.
let them
there, because
determine
I think it was pretty clear.
How
what-
ageist you are.
I think it was pretty. Honestly, I think it was pretty clear. So
Clear ageism.
this movie
Got it.
culminates in some incredible, ridiculous,
Incredible.
over the
gosh.
top.
Third act. That third act.
Third
was
It's
act.
amazing.
It is.
Um,
They,
amazing.
they squirted out so much yellow stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I like the yellow
Ugh.
gack. It was cool.
Just
It's
like
gross.
you
Different.
on a Saturday night.
Mustard.
Now, if the whole movie was
To
like
go with
that,
the
I
hot
would've been like,
dogs.
What was the yellow stuff?
You know what it goddamn was.
it was mustard.
Fucking-
Mustard would stain everything.
Was
though. It's gotta be
slime,
something
goddammit.
else.
What did they used to call it way back in the day? There was like bile and black bile and the different humors they
You
used
talking about
to
like stomach acids?
Oh,
and
way
things?
back.
way back.
Like
when they
medieval
used to
40
do-
medicine.
plus year old shit.
When they
I don't
used
know
to,
what's going on right
they
now.
used
Too
to
young for this
bleed
conversation.
people.
Yeah, I
to
don't.
make
I'm
them feel
hip.
better.
I'm hip.
We gotta
I'm
get the
hip.
bad humors out of you.
Yes, the humors.
What'd it do?
Well, the thought
What
they
did
didn't know
you-
about viruses or bacteria. They thought it was like bad juju in your
yeah,
body that you had
bad
to get out.
parts in your blood, so they would just like bleed you
Slice you
or put
open.
leeches on you to get the bad blood
Oh,
out.
man.
Must be rough being
Leeches.
when you guys were born. So then she ends up.
She chops up that chicken real good.
I like the scene where
That
he's
was,
like,
I
I
love
made
that
this
art
portrait of you.
reveal. Art reveal is great.
That's such a cool little sequence right there.
Yeah.
And she kind of becomes a badass too. It's pretty
Man,
cool.
that's awesome.
Oh, and then his
All
head
these
opens
scenes
up.
are the
Oh, you
head
skipped it.
chopping.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. His head opens up at one point.
Ugh.
He reveals his stomach
There's
mouth,
the
which is so
stomach
cool.
mouth, yeah.
I mean,
That
they
whole
do a pretty good
floor.
job of concealing his head in the
Yeah.
floor. Like,
And then
They
his,
built that
What?
whole thing.
He's not in the floor.
his brain starts. Aaron,
His
it's-
brain crawls away, and the
Yeah.
my brain does that every day. That's why I
Brain.
take meds.
Get back in there.
Get back in there. Where are you going?
I mean, it's pretty impressive for a low budget horror movie. In the
I think
80s.
we know
Like,
where the
really
50
impressive.
grand went.
Well, and
Yeah.
also this was his first movie that he
Yeah.
did, right? I mean, he had participated in other ones, but this was
I don't
his
know if he
first
had a
writing
lot of
attempt,
help
do
or
you
what the deal is, but even us, like nowadays, trying to do this without having the internet to come up with good ideas. Like, how do you
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
approach that?
shooting this
Rig
on
this.
film, not even knowing if you're getting it on,
Right.
you know,
Right.
on tape. Like, it's crazy.
You can get a lot of hot dogs for 50 grand.
You would know, fucking weirdo.
Just pocket
Yeah,
change.
nah, those practical effects there are
Pocket dogs.
awesome.
Good
I
stuff.
love it's like a joke, like the escalation where she cuts off something and he's like, I'm dead. But then she cuts off and like it just keeps going until it's so ridiculous and over the top.
I'm not dead yet.
Better.
And then it loops around. The whole story loops with the detective wanting to take over the apartment and continuing not a curse, but whatever they're doing there.
You
What a
Possessions,
weird-
I guess.
This is not what I thought this movie was going to be.
Me
Cult
either.
of Yogurt.
It's
I thought
way
it was-
more.
And that's why you're angry.
I thought it was gonna be more street trash. Type
I'm
of
not
story,
angry.
but-
I do think it. Okay, you say I'm angry, but like if you took away that last 20 minutes of all that stuff, it's a pretty shitty movie.
Oh, it is.
Well, it
It
does
is.
get
I mean,
a
it's
lot
still
worse.
better than last week's. Though.
Well, you're focusing a
What was
lot on the
last week's?
production, though.
Oh,
forget what we
Devil's
watched
Story.
last
Devil's
week.
Story.
Oh, right.
Everything's better than I mean, that's
I think
that
you
was
could
very
find that
good.
movie like this movie.
I disagree.
You disagree?
I think that movie had way more style than this one. This
They
is all
tried
shot in.
for more style.
Yeah, this one's all-
I think this movie was pretty much a shell to showcase
Oh,
some
yeah.
cool special effects stuff.
I agree.
I thought it was
Alright.
a fun time.
It was fun.
I'm looking forward to the sequel.
Anything else? What?
No, I'm good. I'm all good.
He's eating slime.
You sound awful. Anything else with Slime City?
Thanks.
The girlfriend comes over to the apartment the first time
Mm-hmm.
after things are starting to go weird, and she opens the fridge and she sees it full of green yogurt and green
As one does.
liquid. She picks up the Tupperware, she opens it, smells it, and it's gross, I guess, and she drops it on the floor. And then she picks up the empty container, puts the lid back on, and puts it back in the fridge.
So she's one of my children, is what you're saying.
She's yeah.
It really bothered
a
me. She
grown
didn't even
child.
clean up the floor at all.
No.
Yeah, definitely one
It
of my
smelled
children.
bad. She's not gonna clean that up.
Yeah.
She did keep invading
She's
his
like, this
privacy.
apartment. Oh, yeah. She
He
did.
gave her a key.
They were
I
moving
know,
in
but
together.
still.
Yeah.
But still.
You can't have
She
privacy when your
reluctantly-
apartment is 8 by
She
8.
wanted everything on her terms, too.
Well,
Yeah.
so
She
did
did.
he.
I'm with
so
AJ.
did he.
They're
Yeah, she
both
sprang
immature.
it on him that she was actually gonna move in.
That
In
was
front of her
in front of her
gotta
parents.
talk
Yeah.
about
What a
that
move.
first.
That is a
Yeah.
big move.
And also, yeah, okay, you don't want to sleep with him. Just you could do other things. Just throw
Hand
him.
jobs.
Throw a handy.
You can make
Something.
yogurt.
I
different
need to introduce you
colors.
guys to my wife.
She go to hell if she does that.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
No, that was.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Oh god. I shouldn't drink and do this.
Oh man, he dropped so many loads over that pillow too when they. She
What?
like woke up, she's like,
Sticky.
what are all these?
Oh.
Yeah.
those
What do you
are-
think they're
those are
using for
loads.
that stuff?
I didn't think they were even going to do anything with it at first. I thought they were going to just let it ride, and then then
Yeah.
she did. I was like, okay,
I
cool.
think it would be awful to be gooey like that through this whole movie.
Yeah.
Like, that'd
Ugh.
be rough. Out in that
That is
sun.
rough.
How
Like
many
in real
sheets
life, or
did they
did
go
best the
through?
actor?
I'm sure a lot of it was like petroleum jelly.
Actually,
or,
I kind of understand that
kind
because
of
I get
lubricant.
sweaty really easily, so I feel like it's probably very similar.
Mm.
Like I'm
Just-
always
just
but you're,
sticky or whatever.
yeah,
Sticky.
very
Yeah.
sticky.
That's true. All right, time to move on. Does anyone have any alternate titles?
I thought we weren't doing this anymore, but I do have some.
Yeah, me too. Here, go ahead.
Let's keep it going.
do you actually, Chris? Or are you just going to make me
Yeah, I
look
do.
like an
No, I
asshole?
do. No, I do.
All right. The Cult of Yogurtology. The Cult of Yogurtology. Gwyneth Paltrow presents Goopsiety.
That's a
good.
one.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Slime. And Slothman, because his skin's like sloughing off with the slime. It's cool.
All right, I got Slime Shitty. Slime
Too
Shitty
obvious, too.
apartment. 'cause
There you
that
go. That's good,
apartment was
yeah.
fucking awful. Goo Gone. which I don't know. It never really works when I use it.
Really? You're not doing
I
it
bought
right.
into it.
It
I
works
bought
for
in.
me, yeah.
What? Are you crazy? That's amazing.
What are you using it for, Chris?
Yeah. You mixed up that
You
lotion.
gotta get the goo going.
I'm so raw, but I smell so fresh. Citrusy.
I bathe in it.
Your skin is just like pure red.
Bartender's friend.
Smell like a mountain of
Barkeeper's,
oranges.
yeah, barkeeper's friend.
Oh,
Bartender, barkeeper. The Incredible Gooding Man.
Barkeep. I'll take a Budweiser.
And Goobers.
Ubers.
Uber.
That's actually pretty good. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's stupid,
All
but
right.
it's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not bad. I mean, it's stupid, but
AJ.
it's not bad.
Would you recommend The Slime City?
Yes, absolutely. When have we ever seen a movie this slimy on the show? This was unique.
Oh.
Society.
Had some characters.
Yeah,
We had
Oh,
a
that's
goo
true.
lie, my
We did have
friend.
Society.
Yeah,
This
well,
was
yeah.
fun.
Incredible.
This
I don't know.
fun little-
Were you with us back then?
And Gulai?
I have
don't
seen
think he was.
Society. I have seen Society. This movie is a fun little gem of a film. Don't listen to everybody else on here. Go watch it for
Jamie
yourself.
Body Melt.
Make your own opinion. It's good. I recommend it.
Rebecca.
Yeah, I'm gonna recommend it as well. It's get ready for a gross time, but it's good enough to watch.
We
It's
talking
like
about
Spiv's birthing video.
Spiv?
It's a great time. Yeah, no, I'd recommend this one. Just hang in there until the goo starts squirting everywhere. And you'll be pleased.
Oh God.
That's
Did
your
it
Tinder
again.
profile.
Yep.
That's your Tinder profile. Lindsay.
Spiv say negligee.
No.
Sarcophagus.
Oh no. That word still doesn't make any sense to me after you said it 14 times. I can't. It's one of the. It just doesn't make any sense now.
Yes, I would definitely recommend Slime City. It's really fun. It's the special effects are cool and gross and icky and weird and it's a fun watch.
Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy hanging out with you all. So I obviously like gross things and slimy things and bad acting and low budgets and I'm describing our podcast right now. But no, honestly, it was actually really a fun movie. I'm looking forward to seeing the sequel, and I think we should do a Gulai and include that one.
We do another Gulai. Yeah, I
Do
mean,
Gulai
I don't think
2022.
I don't think it. I was hoping it was like street trash. It's no street trash,
Yeah, not quite. No.
but it has its moments. I hated it until the last 20 minutes. So if you can stick with it, it might be worth it.
I'll just watch the last 20 minutes because the story doesn't
Just
matter
watch
that
the
much.
last. That's true too. So if you went and did the breathe in like you had something very important to say, but then you said nothing.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I was just.
I agree. The
bracing.
last 20 minutes was the
Okay,
best.
here we
It's
go.
just the rest.
Yeah, we fucking go.
Well,
I
you
guess we're just
asked.
gonna go then.
You
No,
asked.
I gave up on asking.
The rest of the movie was not horrible. It was just okay. That's all.
Okay. That's fair. That is fair.
It was.
But
it
it
was
is-
better than Vampire Cop.
Get the shit
Yes.
out of ass. Vampire Cop, goddamn classic over here. Time to move on. Play a game.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind. You try your best and sloppy, and your conclusions are highly pleasant. Shall we play?
Good to
All
go.
right. This is a game all about slimy things.
I love those little fuckers. What are they called? Sponges? What are they called?
Snails?
Sponges?
All right. What African animal produces a slimy butter from its butt? A hyena, a hippo, a zebra, or a baboon?
A zebra.
I just think Chris is gonna know this one.
Dude, hippo. They have the best butts of all those.
Butter?
It's a big one.
I'm gonna say baboon.
Slimy butter.
Yeah, this is tough.
What? I'll say baboon
say
as
that.
well.
I guess
Baboons
I'm
have
gonna
those
go.
big red ones, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go baboon.
It is the hyena.
I mean,
Oh,
hyenas,
We're
hyenas
They're
are,
weird.
are really weird, gross
They're
animals.
weird. They would have
Yeah,
butter
you know,
butts.
They're cool,
they
but they're
rub it
weird.
all over stuff to
I
like
want to
mark their
put that all over my
territory.
toast. Definitely all over my
A
toast.
hyena in one cup.
Oh,
Which
God.
of these?
Wait, Spiv.
It was the picture. It was
This is gonna-
Rebecca's fault.
No, no.
Sure.
Let's blame her. I think that's a good idea.
Which of these fish sleeps in a sleeping bag of snot? Is it an angelfish, a parrotfish, a tang, or a butterfly fish?
I'll say
No fish
angelfish.
slept.
A tang.
You say anal fish?
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what you said.
Angelfish.
Okay. Enunciation. Tang, because it just sounds stupid.
Say butterfly. Fish are stupid.
Let's
Whoa.
do
But they taste good.
angelfish.
They're dumb.
It is the parrotfish.
Oh.
Wow.
There it is.
Why?
So,
That's cool.
it helps to protect it from like bacteria and stuff while it's asleep because
That's
it's staying in one spot.
That's wild.
Wait, does
Yeah.
that, what?
So that's inside of it, and then when it's time to sleep, it like throws it up and
Nice.
gets inside.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's pretty cool. That should have been Slime
It
City.
is kind of neat, yeah.
Is the parrotfish the one that makes all the sand?
Yes.
Yeah,
They make the
yeah.
they
That's why
coral
they
out
have
the
those
sand.
teeth. They like
Right.
chew everything up.
Mm.
A hagfish, seen here, is known for its slimy qualities. In only 4/10 of a second, how many times does their slime excretions expand?
Ugh.
That looks like a Pokemon.
It's like a
300.
tremor.
300.
The tremor tongue.
Oh,
300.
yeah.
10.
75.
Let's see.
1,000.
Aaron's slime excretions expand 10 times, so we'll say
That's in a
10.
second, Spiv. This is
Oh,
only
this is
0.4 of a
point
second.
4/10
so-
of a second.
Yes.
Oh boy, so maybe 20?
10,000 times.
Jesus.
This is in
I've seen that
Oregon.
before.
There was a truck that was carrying hagfish that overturned, and
Oh, wow.
They all
this
freaked out.
was the result. Yeah, they all excreted
Ugh.
slime,
That
and
was
these
the-
cars were stuck
This is
there.
this is exactly why I don't take
my
Spiv along
goodness.
on road trips.
Where were they taking these fish?
I can see that those cars will be on Craigslist. Like, I know what I got.
Right? It's like the sound
Never
of
been
a
wrecked.
hurricane, right?
That is crazy.
Never been
But
smoked
you can
in.
see, like in the picture with the police officer, those are all hagfish in that gully.
Wow.
Oh boy.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
I think at that point you nuke it from orbit. Like, you don't even try and
It's the
clean
only
that
way.
up.
It's the only way to be
Show
sure.
me the
Yeah.
Carfax, man.
Hagfish incident.
How many varieties of slime mold exist?
Oh, slime mode's the coolest
Hundreds
thing.
of
It is
thousands.
2
really
million.
cool stuff.
A lot.
I'll
2 million.
say 9,000.
I think it's just 2.
Really?
They're like yellow and green or something. I saw a
have
Nova
no
on it once
idea.
upon a time.
Yeah. remember
There
that.
are 900 varieties.
Oh, I was off by a factor of 10.
I was
Shit.
way off.
The one on the left is dog vomit slime mold.
That's-
Yeah, I've seen
I
that.
can see where it gets
Yeah.
its name.
I'd eat that.
There's also bird poop ones, but I couldn't find a picture of it.
No.
Yeah.
I love bird poop.
Oh.
What slimy creature uses love darts when preparing to mate? Is it slugs, salamander, frogs, or eels?
Salamander.
Frogs.
Salamander.
Well, I'd like to
Eels.
get my slimy slider out and
Eels.
salamander.
Everybody knows eels are perverts.
They're what?
Perverts.
Perverts?
Yeah.
It is slugs and some varieties of snails. So there is a love dart.
Chris,
that
can you make
it'll-
a shirt
That's
for our
tiny.
T
That's
Public
cool.
that says like says that slogan of yours?
What? I thought it fine. I don't know what you're talking
What does the love dart do?
Oh,
You know,
well,
like-
goddamn
What
does.
does it not do?
not
Pulls them in.
Okay.
pulls them in.
So
It's
they're like,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
How does it shoot out?
Magic.
I want to see a video.
Jazz hands.
Yeah, I want to see how this works.
they don't have hands.
Dude,
Well, they do
They
with
only-
those. They do with their antenna. They're like
Jazz,
only have-
jazz tennis got it.
how many love darts do they have? Just one?
Slime trails
they
and
miss?
love darts. The
what
somewhat
if they
strange
miss?
sex life of the snail.
I'm not
And
here to
on
judge.
Right on
Speaking
time.
of strange,
Perfect.
We have to trigger it with the words we use or something.
yeah, probably.
Love darts
darts.
once, and here
I got
comes.
love darts. I'm coming on board, guys.
Naked
All right,
HD.
cool. Thank you,
What is
Rebecca.
Nickelodeon slime mainly made
Jell-O.
from? Is it vanilla pudding, applesauce, Jell-O, or oatmeal?
That's too
Martha
liquidy.
Summers
Oatmeal.
love.
I think it's pudding.
Say,
Pudding, use some like
Oatmeal.
cornstarch to thicken it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's
I
gotta
think
be
I think it's
pudding, yeah.
applesauce, like applesauce and something else.
Oatmeal.
It is mainly vanilla pudding and green food coloring.
So you can eat it.
And
It's
it
not a pudding.
was really cold too, apparently. I guess
Yeah.
because it's pudding and it would spoil if it wasn't. But
Dude, I kind of want to eat all that now.
which of these was a product that actually existed? Slime cereal, slime
Ketchup.
ketchup, slime pudding, or slime gravy?
It's ketchup.
Do
It's
they
called
all
ketchup.
exist?
All of slime
Ketchup.
gravy
All of
sounds
the
like
above.
something weird they would have made in the 50s. So I'll go with that.
It would have had fruit
Pass the
and
slime
meat in it.
gravy.
What about fruit
And
meat
some
in it?
kind of
Slime
gelatin.
gravy
Mostly
on
made of
top.
Jell-O. Yeah,
Let's put some lettuce in our Jell-O.
it looks
I'm
like
going all
dog
of the
food out of
above.
a can.
It was cereal,
Ooh,
and
that looks
Ah.
cool.
they
I
called
remember
it
the
slime
ketchup.
sauce, but it was ketchup.
Did,
remember
it turn,
that.
did the cereal turn to milk green?
It had to have.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's a missed
Fruity,
opportunity if
that.
it didn't.
Sweetened corn puffs with marshmallows. It doesn't say, but
What are the marshmallows?
um,
fish
but the
things.
blip.
Choice
The
Award,
Nickelodeon
yeah.
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 All right, that's
That
it.
was nice. Nice job.
Thank you, Rebecca. Time to move on. Do some listener feedback. So here we go.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last week we checked out Devil's Story. Jason Case thinks we should have an end of the year movie award at the BMNs for the most challenging movie to watch after hearing about why The Devil's Story is an awful movie because the movie doesn't give resolutions for subplots, setup, and a high amount of non sequiturs.
Jason.
That's a
if you
category
think
and a
that
half.
I am going to remember any of that goddamn shit. You are.
Swift's not going to be able to correctly interpret that. It's going to be a mess.
Well,
Good luck,
I
JD.
I interpreted that one as best setting, so yeah.
What
Taylor
what's
Ann
going
has
on in the
about
comments?
8,000 alternate titles for this
I'm
movie.
so embarrassed of my comment. She says, "Uh-oh."
Embarrassed.
Oh,
What did you say?
Oh.
Wait,
Here we
she
are,
says that but
still.
after what Jamie posts. I don't think you should feel embarrassed at all.
What did she post? I didn't even see her post.
I think she means under the old
Yeah,
the,
of the last week's
the
movie.
Devil's Story.
I'm ready.
Yeah, for YouTube.
Alternate titles, Taylor. Man versus Black Beauty. Men trying to take a shit and can't.
Story of my life.
Slightly embarrassing. Got it. Okay.
First art house movie or grindhouse movie. Weird David Lynch movie.
Yeah.
Mummy versus somebody. Horse wins. Fatality being kicked in the balls.
Dude, a horse could be in that game, guys.
Oh,
For
the
Patreon
horse
comment.
Seabiscuit.
should be in there.
Seabiscuit.
I never saw that. Made me too hungry.
Whatever happened to our biscuit cook-off anyway?
We did it.
I know, and we filmed it.
You guys had
Oh,
a
I know.
biscuit cook-off?
You did.
Try.
That's right.
Yes,
Why?
we did.
When was that?
It was a long-running thing on
Salty.
the podcast.
It
I don't
was a-
remember,
It was an
actually.
inside
Yeah.
joke. Yeah, it was like year 2.
I really don't remember.
I really wish I could have been there for that. Dang.
Yours were pretty good, Chris. Todd's were not great.
Salty.
Were they like
Well, he
salt
bought
cakes?
He bought cornmeal by accident.
And went with it.
He just committed.
I mean, good
yeah.
for him. That's
Yeah.
pretty great. Yeah.
Let's see. More alternate titles here from Taylor. A lot of dead people breathing. Toccata in D minor, directed by Bach.
Was she embarrassed because she had so many?
I think so.
Okay.
And the longest title,
None of them are, like,
Shanghai. The SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob says, "You're good," while the ship breaks as they drive through the rocks.
That's a young person comment because I never watched.
I have no idea what that means. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
don't think
many
I've ever seen a
SpongeBob
whole episode of
episodes.
SpongeBob.
How many years is that show going now?
A lot.
A lot.
Not as many as The Simpsons. Yeesh.
Yeah.
We've been watching the season 4 of The Simpsons. Speaking of,
Is that when
It's
when did they start sinking?
it's like
So good.
perfection, man. Season 4.
Yeah, season 4 is good. It's like season 8 when it starts going downhill.
I'd say
Yeah.
like season 6, but yeah.
Okay.
What are they at though? Season 32 or something?
I haven't watched it in decades.
Jason Case also thinks Chris will be happy after watching Dancing It's On.
Did I tell you I did
There's
a
been so many
ballet
zoomed
class?
in gyrations of Gary Daniels.
I took a ballet class, so
Man.
I should be able to comment on that.
Well, there you go. It's an entertaining bad movie, and it did get recommended on Good Bad with the rating Good Bad.
What's a good bad?
I don't know. It's a competitor show, I guess, Jason.
What the hell are you bringing that shit up for?
It's a copycat show, I think. Is
God,
what
We
it
should
is.
just quit and watch that instead.
Copycat out
Fucking,
there.
what are you doing here? No way they're worse than us.
Oh, we could cash in on both things. We could keep doing the bad movies, but also cash in on the YouTube reactions. And we could watch the bad movie shows
into
of
the
the other
reacting
people
thing.
and react to it.
Are you not able to react?
No,
He's reacting
Clearly
right
by
now.
your response there. Clearly by your response there, you're not able to. Steve would react. Everything would.
I'd react.
Yeah,
It'd be
it'd be creepy
creepy.
though.
Be like, yeah, your mom was creepy.
Gets kicked off
See?
YouTube, probably.
Yeah, it'd be like creepy.
If we haven't
Insane
already,
offensive.
AJ, I think we're good. Marilyn Knemper says, "Happy birthday, Lindsay." A gypsy woman, a mummy, a black cat, a screaming woman in a negligee. I said it. Crazy
Is this
old man
related
with
to
a
the previous
shotgun
comment?
chasing an evil black horse and a smash-faced Nazi jacket-wearing Peter Boyle impersonator all walk into a bar. The bartender says, "What the hell? Am I in a French movie or is this a joke?" That's pretty good.
It's a weird one.
Yeah. David Black, oof, what a crap movie.
I kind of liked it.
Very succinct. I like it. Yeah.
Yep.
It's
It
good.
has an alternate title. This movie really, really sucks, and you definitely should not watch it alone. Devil Knows Story.
Devil
Kinda
Knows
liked it.
Story.
Not wrong.
Kinda liked
Steve
it.
Carney. Devil Story is not a good movie, and I'm surprised I watched the whole thing. I give it a 2
I'm-
out of 10.
Ooh.
What do you give Slime City?
Yeah. 4.
Mike DeRosier
5.
hated this movie. The noise was annoying.
Oh yeah. It's
It did
obnoxious.
get annoying.
Yeah, that
The
was.
full-
Okay,
Foley's.
but the noise in fucking Slime City is not good either.
Yeah, but so it's
Constantly.
distracting. It's not like
Projector
on a-
sound.
A loop, you know.
No, you're right.
You don't have a
yeah,
woman
the-
screaming
the
for 20
horse
minutes.
Kind of like a white
constantly.
noise sound.
And then you add in that music.
Yeah.
Take me back. Take me back.
He's like, jeez.
Sounds like it worked.
That might have been better, actually.
It's catchy, man. It's catchy. And Matthew Pfeiffer. Slime City, finally. I think I recommended this like 5 months ago.
I think you did too.
Hope you all
Probably.
enjoy. It's a gross ass movie, but I love it.
It is a gross ass movie.
I mean, it kind of fits the recommendation of the person, right? I mean, this is. He's a gross ass person. But I love him.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wow.
Okay, well,
Things are getting
it was
personal
nice
over
having
there.
Matthew as a Patreon.
Where did our Patreon go? I don't know why they keep dropping.
I don't know either, man.
I think it makes perfect sense.
Marilyn Knemper has a nice Guns N' Roses cover then. Take me down to the slime city where everything is slippery and slimy. Oh, won't you please take me
I would have gone
home.
way more perverted.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it for our listener feedback devil story.
I was thinking throw it in my head. Sorry.
I know, me too. Like, yeah, I can't say that. Okay. That's it, Spiv?
That's it, man.
You're done?
If you want me to read comments,
You didn't
gotta
read
them.
any of your own comments. I call
I
bullshit.
didn't leave
You're not
any
done.
comments.
Why?
What do they
It's
have to
on
do?
the
Seth?
show,
If they
man.
want to
It's on the
get
show.
their
If they
comments
wanna-
on
if
the
they want to
show,
get their comment on the show, they gotta leave it on our YouTube. So go to YouTube, search Bad Movie Night Slime City, and I will read it next week, if it's witty enough.
okay, there you go. So that leaves one thing left to do, guys.
One thing.
And I think we know what
Spin
it
it.
is.
Spin it.
Witchcraft.
It is
No.
the wheel.
Witchcraft.
Okay?
Witchcraft is coming back.
Witchcraft.
How many
And
times?
with-
3? We got
Two
3?
of them on there?
Oh,
Oh, shit.
with the wheel
There's
comes
no way we're not
3
gonna get
witchcraft
witchcraft.
dates.
It's later than
witchcraft.
witchcraft.
What's
Half the
what's the
wheel.
blue one there?
Half the wheel.
We've got the wall of
Time
witchcraft.
Nation?
Oh, you weren't here last week?
I was. What's that new one?
Can we really
I don't
follow these two
remember.
movies up with witchcraft?
What new one? Oh.
What
Did we
is that
talk
called?
about that
Templar
one?
Nation.
Yeah, Templar.
Templar Nation. Templar Nation. Oh,
I am
Naked
from
HD's
Templar
back.
Nation.
Jesus
I
Christ.
am an actor.
Cheapest Tinder just for sex. Okay,
Dark
we
Future.
get it, Naked HD.
Dark Lurking. Dark Lurking's gonna be really cool.
NakedHD.xyz.
Dark Lurking.
And Star Worms
We
2.
should get a
which-
sponsor from them, Chris.
I know they're the most consistent people who show up in the Bad Movie Night podcast. We have Dark Future. We have Dark Lurking, which is what I'm hoping for. We have Star Worms 2, which I don't understand why we still have that on the wheel. We have Templar Nation, and then we have Witchcraft 8, and Witchcraft 8, which is gonna be
God, help us.
Yes.
Ghost.
We're gonna lose so
Gonna
many
land on
viewers from
Saga. Come on.
constant witchcraft
And
movies.
here we go.
Oh shit!
Right in the middle.
Right in the center.
Surprise!
Couldn't have been any more perfect.
Now,
Yeah.
if it's any consolation, Aaron, this one does not have Billy in it. Because if you
Alternate
recall,
titles:
he
Witchcraft 8,
died.
Salem's Chode,
Who can we replace Billy with the worst actor for?
Salem's Load.
A character.
Stop ruining all my
Salem's
alternate
Lot.
titles.
Salem's
Witchcraft
Butthole.
8. Okay,
Back.
Aaron. Wait, hold on.
Kiss
it has
of-
a full.
Is there a trailer?
Yeah, there is. But hold on.
Witchcraft 8.
Salem's Ghost. Witchcraft 8. Salem's
It's the
Ghost.
stupidest movie ever.
Let's go check out
It
that.
looks like a cover.
Looks pretty cool.
What? What?
Was that?
That was just a scene, right?
That was awesome.
I know.
What? Why are you doing this to us? Please,
But
make it
guys-
stop. I'm pleading.
After this one, we're
Don't make me
halfway
watch
through.
this movie.
Yeah, it's the halfway point. Aaron.
That doesn't help at all.
So we got a couple years left, guys.
Yes. Okay.
Just
for
gotta break
one,
a few more bones and you'll be fine. Be okay.
They'll all
couldn't
be
find
broken.
a
Yes.
Witchcraft 8 trailer, but I did find the director of Witchcraft 8 put up 10 minutes worth of footage in
Nice.
his reel.
That's
New title,
awesome.
Stabgasm.
That's awesome.
And so that's what I pulled that from. And I believe that is the end of the movie, so we know how it ends. It ends with a guy being really weird, perverted by being stabbed.
Stabgasm.
Oh yeah. But we'll unpack
Gonna
that
show
later.
him my old face.
Witchcraft 8. It is available on Troma streaming, which I think is like $2 a month.
That's about what it's worth.
3. It might be $3. That's what we're watching next week, guys. Witchcraft 7 was the movie of the year so far, so I don't understand how you guys
We're
are
going
not pumped.
up.
for this.
We've been climbing the ladder.
I mean, we can read the synopsis.
What
'cause
ladder?
this-
The ladder to hell? What the hell are you talking about?
So, what will be interesting about this one, though, is it doesn't have the returning titular character of the Witchcraft series.
There's plenty of titular stuff going on in this movie. Don't worry.
Does it have new characters? Because I thought we had like this.
I think this is like-
are still on it.
Are
So-
they? I thought this one was like totally disconnected.
Here's what the description says.
Okay.
And this was made for a budget of $48,000 in 1996.
It's only
A
2 grand
ferocious
less
warlock.
than Slime City.
There you go. A ferocious warlock rises
Not a
from the
warlock.
grave and strikes violent and erotic terror into the hearts of a young couple.
Erotic terror.
I don't know what
I
that
love
means.
I
erotic
don't know what that
terror.
means either.
That's
Sounds
what
Well,
we're
we're gonna
gonna
find out.
we will find out next week on Witchcraft 8 Salem's Ghost. So that's what we're doing, guys. I'm super excited. That's
Me too.
it for this episode on Slime City. We want to thank Matthew Pfeiffer for recommending Slime City. He was a patron and he posted on the Slack there. So if you want to do that yourself, go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow. You sign up. It's like $2. You get access to a whole bunch of stuff. Not the Discord, the Slack, pre-show, which there's hundreds of episodes now. It's Battlefield Earth, other things, movie watch-alongs, all archived on there. And then as we continue, we're posting new stuff. So patreon.com/badmovienightshow.
Spiv's beauty tips.
Spiv's beauty tips.
Spiv's This Old House.
Which is actually
show.
Extremely helpful.
That's
if you
the
think
only
about
TV
it.
show I watch right
40
now.
episodes of him trying to build a shelf.
Still not there yet.
It's almost done.
Bob Vila shows up and just punches him in the dick and walks away. It's great. You gotta watch
I will
it.
say to Jamie, who keeps recommending we watch Black Devil Doll from Hell. I don't know why you haven't become a patron yet, Jamie.
Dude, just do like
It's
1
holding you
month.
back.
Put your suggestion and get out.
What is it, $2?
Yeah,
$2. But
It's Bad Movie Night or Trauma.
$2 to subject us to your worst
Right.
movies.
there you go.
Why are we doing this again?
Because we've been doing it for so long, there's no way we can just stop. It'd be
It's
weird.
habits.
Pretty much. This is like, yeah, it's a habit. So that's it, guys. We will catch you here next week when we talk about Witchcraft 8, Salem's Ghost. Good.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.